You are my home, the light you share. You are my whole life, and stars appear. Like you got that something that keep me here. You are my whole life.
Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. My name is Danielle for those of you who are brand new around here, and I love to talk all about affordable living and intentional homemaking. Warmer days, they're upon us, my friends, and they leave room for splashing in the creek, brisk bike rides, and tons of shopping at our favorite plant nursery, where life indoors starts to transition to life outdoors. Many relaxing mornings on the porch and tons of labor out in the garden. So that is where we are starting today, my friends. I truly love the gentle rhythms of homemaking. The welcoming of spring not only comes with the excitement of the warmer days, but it also has a promise of a lot more maintenance. We have been working on clearing out the yard to get ready to invite all of the new plant friends into their space. This is usually the time of year where the bulk of my homemaking tasks shift from indoors to outdoors, and that's what I love about homemaking rhythms. It's okay to have a shift in them. It's okay to be inside a lot in the winter and outside so much more in those warmer months. And when it gets incredibly way too hot outside, then it's okay to be back inside again. But I love that rhythm, that shift that comes with our homemaking. And after being stuck inside for the winter months, the change is incredibly welcomed. And just like taking the time to meticulously decorate the inside of my home, the transformation of a clean garden is always well worth the work of pulling each weed. I think that may be the same with rhythms in life as well. We need to keep things in our lives well maintained, or those weeds will creep in and take over before you know it. Weeds can choke out life, so I am super grateful to be in a season of pruning and clearing. It always makes me remind myself exactly where we are and exactly what I want to do to stay on task in life. We took some time over the past week to head out to our favorite plant nursery and grab some lovely beauties to plant into the landscaping. I'd love to know in the comments below if you are someone who is out buying plants the moment they are stocked on all of the shelves, or in my case, up and down all of the aisles of my favorite nursery. That is totally me, friends. To be truly honest, I get giddy when I see all the plants lined up and ready for purchasing at the beginning of spring. I have been working on this flower bed in the backyard for a few years now, trying to get the perfect combination of perennials to fill it out and look complementary to each other. That's another beautiful thing about the rhythms in our lives and in our homemaking. They can move slowly, intricately. They don't rush you as you are making new decisions. Watching how a garden blossoms year after year helps you to see where there are gaps and how you can best fill them in. I love the columbine, dianthus, and heuchera that I grabbed to add texture to our garden this year. And I love teaching my kids all about bringing life into the world through plants. This is such a fun science lesson. And when it comes to really experiencing homemaking rhythms out of the home as well, in the yard and around the house, it's so great to have these life lessons around us to discuss with my kids. Being able to hear the birds as we are working out in the yard, getting our hands dirty, really getting into the soil and working it well is all a life lesson to my kids, and it is something that I definitely enjoy being a part of each and every springtime. I'm grateful for the flowers, I'm grateful for the trees, and I'm grateful for this little bit of earth that I get to cultivate each and every year. It's such a gracious reminder about the love that God has for His creation and the beauty that is all around us each year. Before I continue getting our garden all planted for the spring season, I want to take a minute to thank Rain Point for sponsoring today's video. We have been avid gardeners for the past decade in this house, but if I'm being totally honest, our garden always goes through a major struggle during the summer the second we head out for our vacation. Everything will be vibrant, lovely, beautiful, and then a week of not watering always kills off so much hard work. Honestly, there was one year where almost the entire garden was lost after being away for almost 10 days. So I was beyond thrilled when Rain Point reached out to me and wanted to send me their 2-zone watering system. I usually wait to have my husband set things like this up for me, but I was totally blown away by how easy it was to download the app and set up my 2-zone watering system. With the quick start instructions, I had everything downloaded and ready within minutes. I was able to name the 2 zones so I knew exactly which portion of the garden I was going to be watering. The Wi-Fi weather station can monitor the weather with built-in forecasting, indoor and outdoor thermometers, hydrometer, and barometer. It can set a custom alert for temperature and humidity as well as freeze points. This station is super handy to help you make a watering plan for the day or to just skip it altogether. The Wi-Fi water timer has 2 different outlets that each can set up to 6 different watering plans that customize by day of the week. It could be on even or odd days through daily cycles, and it can all be displayed clearly on a calendar view setting. You can customize your watering plans by water usage or duration. I thought this was such an amazing feature because then I could see exactly how much water was going into my yard. If there was rain later on in the forecast, it was so helpful. You can even skip a plan if your weather station lets you know that there is rain in the forecast or on the horizon. I set my first zone to our flower sprinkler, and the second zone I set up to our vegetable soaker hose. Each area was incredibly easy to hook up, and I was thrilled to watch the perfect amount of water head to each location. You don't want to overwater vegetables, and you don't want to underwater your grass and all of your flowers. I'm really looking forward to being able to water my garden from the app on my phone while we're away on vacation, as well as add extra watering times over the summer when the intense sun starts to heat up my yard. I seriously love this product, I truly do, and if you are interested in getting your own 2-zone watering system, I will have a link for you in the description below for 15% off with the code COMFORT15. Thanks again, Rain Point, for sponsoring this portion of today's video. Okay, so it is a new day and we are getting ready to plant some different vegetables. The frost season has finally lifted, which I'm so excited about. So I have a couple of different vegetables that I'm planting, as well as some herbs and a few flowers that we picked up. And I wanted to say, one of the things that I always sleep on and then I forget again until the following spring is Produce Junction. I love Produce Junction. We get so many great deals while we are there. And this time we actually ended up grabbing, now I know these are gonna look shabby, but hear me out. We got this basil plant and this cilantro plant. Now I know, like I said, they both look shabby, but Produce Junction was doing a deal for their plants that had kind of like not been cared for as well, for $1 a piece. And for a plant that is this established, to only be $1 is such a great price. Even at our favorite nursery, where they have really good deals for all of their plants, something this large would cost probably more in the $4 range. So it is a huge steal, and my husband and I are great at bringing plants back from the dead. So I want to get these in the box that my kids are currently working in behind me. We decided we like to rotate our crops around. Last year this was a tomato box. I think last year, I'm pretty sure it was last year, this was a tomato box. So this year the tomatoes are gonna go in the back, and then we're gonna put the herbs up here in the front, so they're super easy to grab just right next to the house. When I'm cooking dinner, I wanna grab some quick herbs or whatnot. And I also have some herbs that I keep around the box here. What I love about herbs that most people, I don't know if they realize this or not, but it's great because they are perennial. So once you plant them, we have a couple of separate like boxes that are off to the side. Once you plant them once, they come back year after year. So they are so great as a money saver. Our oregano, our mint, our parsley, our sage, all of that has already come back from last season to this season. So I'm really excited to get these in the ground. Hopefully they will establish. I'm not sure if cilantro and basil are also perennials, but it will be nice to see if they come back year after year. And yeah, I'm gonna get these in the ground. We also got some fresh basil from one of the other garden shops that we stopped at, some cucumbers, some tomatoes. So let's get into the planting. So flashing back to the day before I had installed my rain point system, I was seriously so excited to get these veggies in the ground. I love planting season. It gets me so excited for the rhythm of harvest, sowing, and reaping. I know that's a bit a ways away off, but there is truly nothing like fresh food coming out of your garden. It is so delicious. Okay, this is our U-shaped garden bed that my husband created several years ago now. I actually think we did it during the year of COVID, during 2020. This used to be just a massive pile of rocks that then we cleared out. It was just a massive pile of dirt. So I was trying to figure out how to do a box here that really allowed us to have maximum gardening space, but also that I could get to like on all sides. And it occurred to us that we could actually create our own U-shaped bed. So we did that. We got all of these bricks from Facebook Marketplace. I think it was if you come and pick them up, they're free sort of a moment. So we didn't pay any money for the bricks. My husband then bricked in around the garden bed, and I absolutely love how this turned out. We have a volunteer tomato over here already, so I'm just gonna let her go do her thing. That I believe is a weed. These could be weeds as well. They might be peppers. I'm not 100% sure. That's why I let them grow a little bit. And yeah, we're gonna throw some cucumbers along the back. We like to do that. We're really close with our neighbors next door, so they allow us to use their chain link fence as sort of a trellis for our cucumbers. So I'm gonna put those in. I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna put tomatoes in this box or this box over here. We have our lettuce and our spinach that we planted recently, and then this is also our grapevine over here. So she is growing beautifully at the moment. We also have some volunteers over here. And I keep going back and forth. At first I thought that they were tomatoes and I thought they were potatoes. Now looking at them again, I think they're tomatoes again. So we had both tomatoes and potatoes in this box last year. So they're one or the other. These four are super duper tight together. So I think what I'm gonna do is dig them up and separate them a little bit more. And then we don't even really need to plant this box up because it's already there. So we're gonna get into getting all that done right now. The vegetables are in and ready for the season to officially begin. Does anyone else feel like they need to get the veggies into the ground for the real magic of spring to officially begin? I'm truly looking forward to that harvest, and I am so grateful for the rhythm that is the springtime, that beautiful homemaking rhythm of having nice fresh food in your yard, of having cooler meals and not heavy meals, things that are light, nice fresh salads coming out of the garden, all of that. It is so exciting for me, and I love this spring season for what it brings. I love how much our flowers are blooming all over our yard, the bees and the birds that are singing and buzzing around. Everything is so brought to life right now, and I couldn't be more excited for it. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I always appreciate it. Please leave me a comment below if you are new. I'd love to get to know you. I love making new friends here on my channel, Comfortable Spaces. I make a video every single Sunday all about affordable living and intentional homemaking. So I really hope to see you guys back next week for another video. I hope you all have an amazing week, my friends, and that you are enjoying this beautiful new spring season and all of the magical rhythm that it brings to life. Have an amazing week, my friends. Bye.